You've been called too quiet or too much. But what if you were never the problem? You were just wired differently. Today, 20 cards. 20 real differences. Introvert, extrovert, ambivert, side by side. No fluff, just facts. And by card 5, you'll know exactly which one you are. Energy source. Where do you go when you're completely drained? An introvert goes home, closes the door, and sits in silence. That's not antisocial, that's survival. An extrovert calls someone, makes plans, fills the room with noise because silence drains them faster. And an ambivert? Some days they need the room. Some days they need the people. Both work. Both are real. This one card explains every other difference on this list. Social battery. Walk an introvert into a party. Their battery starts dropping the moment they walk in. Not because they hate people, because people cost them energy. Walk an extrovert out of that same party. Now they're drained. They needed that room to feel alive. Ambiverts are different. Their battery depends on who is in the room. Deep conversation with the right person? Charging. Forced small talk with strangers? Draining. Same party. Completely different experience. Talk style. Before an introvert speaks, they've already run the sentence 3 times in their head. Every word is preloaded. Extroverts don't work that way. They literally don't know what they think until they say it out loud. Talking is their thinking process. Ambiverts switch modes based on comfort. With close people, they talk freely. In a new group, they go quiet, observe, and speak only when it counts. That silence isn't awkward for them. It's intentional. Friendship style. An introvert has maybe 3 close friends. But those 3 people know everything. The real stuff. The stuff they'd never post. An extrovert has 300 contacts, and they genuinely call most of them friends. Every person they meet is a potential connection. An ambivert wants both. A small tight core and a wider circle for variety. But the inner circle? They're picky about that. You don't get in easily. And if you're in for life. Work environment. Put an introvert in an open plan office with constant noise and interruptions. Their output tanks. Give them a quiet room, 1 task, no meetings. They'll do the best work of their life. Extroverts are the opposite. Silence kills their creativity. They think better when there's energy around them, people nearby, ideas bouncing. Ambiverts need both, but at separate times. Deep solo work in the morning. Collaboration in the afternoon. Disrupt that structure and their whole day falls apart. Decision making. An introvert given a big decision goes quiet for days. They're running every angle internally, privately, before saying a single word to anyone. Extroverts go external immediately. They call people. They talk it through out loud. They discover the answer by hearing themselves say it. Ambiverts do both in sequence. First, they think alone to get raw clarity. Then they go to one trusted person, not for advice, just to hear themselves say it out loud and catch what they missed. Small talk. Introverts don't hate people. They hate small talk specifically because it costs energy and gives nothing back. Whether weekend plans, how's the family, it's noise to them. Extroverts start small talk with strangers in elevators. Genuinely enjoy it. It's a warm-up, not a burden. Ambiverts are socially skilled enough to do it, but they're always steering it somewhere real. Give them 3 questions, and they'll take a conversation about the weather straight into your actual life philosophy. Listening versus talking. In any group conversation, an introvert is absorbing everything. What's said, what's not said. The tone, the subtext. They're reading the whole room while saying almost nothing. Extroverts fill the silence. Every silence. Because silence in a social setting feels wrong to them. Ambiverts are actually the most effective communicators of the 3 because they can do both. They listen until the exact moment it matters. Then, they say the one thing everyone was thinking but didn't say. Conflict style. Introvert gets into a disagreement, they walk away. Go home. Sit with it for 3 days. Journal it. Process every angle alone. Then, they come back calm, with a clear and thought-out response. Extrovert confronts it immediately. Right now. Out loud. With full energy. Because letting it sit feels worse than addressing it messy. Ambivert picks their battles. Small stuff gets released quietly. Big stuff gets one calm, direct conversation. No drama. No delay. Just resolution. Creativity style. Introverts do their best creative thinking alone. 2 a.m., long shower, solo walk with no podcast. That's when the real ideas surface. Extroverts need a room, a whiteboard, people bouncing energy off each other. The group session is the creative process for them. Ambiverts work in 2 stages. Alone first, to generate the raw idea without outside noise contaminating it. Then a small trusted group to pressure test it. Research actually shows that 2-stage process produces the strongest creative output of all 3 types. Networking. An introvert walks into a networking event and mentally maps the exits. They prepare 2 or 3 specific topics. They find one good person, go deep, have a real conversation, and leave early feeling drained but satisfied. Extroverts are working the whole room within 20 minutes. Everyone knows their name. Ambiverts came with 3 intentional conversations in mind. No small talk. They go straight to substance. They leave with fewer business cards than the extrovert, but stronger connections than anyone in that room. Leadership style. Introvert leaders are quiet, strategic. They listen to the team before they say anything. Their strength is depth. They see problems others miss because they actually pay attention. Extrovert leaders energize a room. Their presence is the motivation. People follow them because they make the vision feel possible. Ambivert leaders adapt. With a motivated team that already knows what to do, they step back and let them run. With a lost or passive team, they step forward, take charge, and direct. That flexibility is what makes them the most effective leaders in the room. Phone calls. An introvert sees an unexpected call from an unknown number. They let it ring. Then they text, "Saw your call, everything okay?" Even from people they know, an unannounced call feels like an intrusion. Extroverts call without texting first. Every time. They'd rather talk for 5 minutes than send 20 texts. Ambiverts have a personal rule they actually follow. Texts for logistics, calls for emotions. If something matters, they'll call. If it's just information, keep it short and written. Party behavior. Introvert at a party. Arrives, says hi to the host, finds the dog or a quiet corner, stays exactly as long as is polite, leaves before it peaks. Extroverts show up 20 minutes after it starts and stay an hour after it ends. They are the party. Ambiverts surprise people here. They're often the most energetic person in the room for the first 2 hours. Then something shifts. The battery hits a threshold, and they quietly disappear. No announcement. No goodbye to everyone. Just gone. Stress response. When real pressure hits, an introvert goes dark. Offline. No texts back. No calls. They're processing internally, and they need the silence to do it. Extroverts do the opposite. They call everyone they know until the stress dissolves through conversation. Ambiverts go in 2 phases. First, they go quiet, alone time to get the initial clarity. Then they call one specific person. Not for advice. Not for solutions. Just to say it out loud to someone safe. That combination, solitude then one trusted voice, is actually the most emotionally effective stress response of the 3. Online versus offline. This one surprises people. Introverts are often more social online than in person. The keyboard gives them time to think. No interruptions. No real-time pressure. They can be bold and articulate in a comment section and completely quiet in the same room an hour later. Extroverts are identical everywhere. Same energy, same volume, same presence online and off. Ambiverts use online as an extension of real life, not an escape from it. What you see from them in person is what you get in their DMs. Morning routine. Introverts need a buffer before they're ready for people. 30 minutes minimum. No talking. No news. No questions from anyone. That window is non-negotiable. Disturb it, and the whole day feels off. Extroverts wake up and immediately reach for the phone. A good morning text. A quick call. Some kind of human contact to kickstart their energy. Ambiverts protect their morning fiercely, but not from habit. From experience, they learned the hard way that skipping that quiet window makes every conversation harder for the rest of the day. Overthinking. Introverts replay conversations from years ago. Something they said at a dinner in 2019 that maybe came out wrong. They still revisit it. Extroverts have largely moved on from what happened last Tuesday. They process out loud in real time and release it. Ambiverts overthink, but they've built a system for it. They give themselves a specific window. Think it through fully until tonight. Decide by morning. Then move forward and don't reopen it. That time box processing is a skill they had to consciously build. Ideal vacation. An introvert's perfect trip. A cabin in the mountains. No itinerary. No Wi-Fi. A stack of books and total control over their own schedule. Pure restoration. An extrovert's perfect trip. A group of 10 people. New city every 2 days. Hostels, nightlife, memories made loudly. Ambiverts want 2 close friends, 1 interesting city, and a mix, exploring solo in the mornings, together in the evenings. Not too structured. Not too chaotic. Structured freedom. That's the phrase. Structured freedom. Superpower. Last card. And this one matters. Introverts can go deeper into a single idea than almost anyone else in the room. That depth creates insight that others simply don't reach because they never slowed down enough to look. Extroverts can move people. Their charisma creates momentum. It opens doors, builds trust, and makes the vision feel real. But Wharton School research on performance across sales, leadership, and creative output, ambiverts came out on top. Because they don't have to choose depth or presence, focus or energy. They can toggle between both. And that combination, that rare ability to shift, is the real superpower. So, which one are you? And did your answer change from when you started? Most people guess wrong the first time. Drop it in the comments, introvert, extrovert, or ambivert, and tell me which card hit different for you. If this video changed how you see yourself, send it to one person who needs to hear it. I will see you there.